Alright, we're back. I let them finish the room over here. I added up a door. Everyone came back inside. So now we're going to set up the refinery. Last time, you may have seen me click this button. What that does is it lowers the walls so you can see inside your base a little bit better. So we're going to go to construction. Actually, first we got to assign this room. So we're going to go down and we're going to make it to a refinery so we can start breaking down all this asteroids, or rocks, whatever you want to call it. So we've set that, and now we're going to go into construction, and then object, and refinery. We're going to set up the matter refinery. And I'm going to turn that. I like it to face this way. Hit confirm, and then these guys are still set as builders, so they should hop on it here pretty quickly. There he goes. Luna. Luna Bowman. I'm pretty sure my last game I had a Luna Bowman and nobody liked her. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at all their duties here. We have two people that are really good at mining. We also probably need to have a technician on site. Now, technicians, if you pan over any of this equipment, you'll see that has a condition. The the general state of it, it shows in the percentages, and everything has a condition. Even every door, all the suit lockers, refineries, everything that's basically anything but a wall will have some kind of conditional state. And technicians are the ones who keep everything up and running, because if these things can break down, if they reach zero, it's no longer in use and your O2 capacity drops. And speaking of O2 capacity, this is something I found out, and it may be a bug, I'm not sure. The O2 capacity here, what this is supposed to mean is that you have 3 people and I have enough oxygen to comfortably suit 9 people. However, I found that if you reach that 9, or whatever that second number is, all hell breaks loose. The oxygen starts to deplete even though it shouldn't, or at least according to what they say, and people just start panicking. And even if you try to get another life support set up, that's what happened in my last base. I tried to get one more oxygen scrubber put up, or oxygen recycler, and it was just it took like 2 people dying before people started or stopped panicking and got it set up. So it's always good to make sure you stay at least 1 ahead of your capacity, which is why I built 3 at first, because eventually we'll probably have people starting to come into the base as well, and I'm going to make sure that I'm going to try to stay at least 3 ahead of the game, which means eventually I'll be adding more rooms like this. And you have different options. You can either expand these rooms, or you can just build more of them. It totally depends on your style of design, the total design of the ship. It's really up to you in the long run. So, anyway, we're back to the roster. We have 2 people that are really good at mining. Steph isn't bad, but she's also really good at being a technician, and right now we probably need someone to just keep track of everything. We're going to set these 2 guys as miners, though, since they have a 3 in it. And we're going to hit the mine button. Now, when you do this, you can drag over or click on anything that you're wanting to mine out. You can also erase sections if you decide you're not wanting to mine that. And I have a lot to move here. The first things I'm probably going to get rid of, I'll go ahead and get rid of this one out front just because it's convenient. And then I'm probably going to start getting rid of this out back, because I intend to build back this way, I think. And not so much out front, at least not yet. Eventually I'll probably work out this way, but right now I think it's just going to be all this, and it's convenient. Of course, I built the airlock on the wrong side, but it's not too big a deal because they can fly under the base. They don't have to go around. So eventually, it's not, overall it's not too bad. But first we're going to mine this. So I'm going to drag over all of it and hit confirm, and then when I hit play, the other 2 guys, I think it's Luna and Jeremy, they'll both suit up and start going mining. And what's really cool is I've noticed the outfits that they go into space with are all different, like mining outfits, builder outfits, security outfits. They're all different, which is kind of cool. I do like that. I don't like how you can't see them, and it would be nice if you could rotate the camera, but that's not a feature that's implemented, at least not yet. I don't know if they plan to. I have no clue. We'll see, I guess. I guess I could probably read over the list and find out, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. Alright, looks like Jeremy's gone out. Now you'll see she's coming in. She's going to unsuit, and then she's going to carry that matter over to the refinery, and it'll, it'll refine and it'll go into matter. Now, if you watch other videos, you may notice there's it's a glitch right now. At least the developers are calling it a glitch, where you can build a refinery out in space, like wherever you want, and they'll actually take the ore to it while in their spacesuits, and technicians can go fly out to do it. But I don't know. I like to keep true to what it's supposed to be according to the game rules and put everything in the base. You can do it however you want. All right, let's see what we got. We're low on matter. We're working on that now, so we can close that. This right here, this is actually right on time. An incoming ship has been spotted in the distance. That'll arrive in a couple minutes. That tells you the space date that it happened, which means it just happened. And pretty soon we'll get a message pop up. Right now, pretty generic message, and we'll see. Let's go ahead and speed it up a little bit. Yeah, you'll see the matter went up. She deposited it and it refined it, and it looks like Jeremy's about to do the same. Doing his little calculations. She's over here playing a video game. That's awesome. And Steph hasn't done anything. But all right, so we have our first shuttle. So they'll come up with some kind of message. The image over here, and the devs have even said this right now. A lot of these are bugged. This isn't necessarily the alien species that's on board. It could be. This is definitely one of the species, but it may not be what's on board right now. Eventually, they'll get that worked out so you can see exactly what you're putting into the base. So if you're one of those people who only wants to have a specific species, you could do that. Right now, I think we could use all the help we could get, so we're going to go ahead and allow them to come on board. And it'll show them stop. Oh, we got 2 people. So we can go to our roster, and what's cool, it's easy to identify who's new because it automatically has them unassigned, and we can look at all that they can do. And it looks like this Evo UOV is really good at a lot of things. We could probably use another miner. It's always good to have a builder on hand too. I'll probably have this guy here be our bartender, which we're going to build a bar here pretty soon. And then, well, let's see. You know what? We're going to make this guy the tech, and we're going to have Steph here pretty soon be our botanist. And I'm going to go ahead and switch the job now. And you'll see what that's for here in a little bit. So now we have their jobs assigned. We can close that. It's just saying that they joined the base. We're at 5 of 9, and we have a pretty decent amount of matter coming in. However, I do need to have more because they've already mined that out. So we're going to go ahead and start breaking some of this down. And what's cool is if you mine it out right, you can actually have the you could dig out holes and have stuff inside of your asteroids. I'll probably just clear this all out myself and not really mess with it too much, but the option is there if you find these really big asteroids around like these. So I'm gonna hit confirm, and they'll start working on that eventually. Kind of look over everyone's status. Everyone looks like they're doing pretty good. Of course, we can go in and we can look at their space face and see if anyone's having any problems. This guy's complaining about a game. I guess that was that one of the stats, right? I think he liked. Yeah, he likes gaming, so he's complaining about the game he just played. He didn't really seem to care much about anything. It's kind of neat to have this stuff in because it just adds that more immersion into a game, which a lot of games these days you don't seem to have that kind of depth and immersion, which I don't know. I appreciate the little details like that. Okay, so we've got them working now. We have a good base going here. We're going to start needing some other things soon. We're going to need a place for them to sleep because right now anyone that does go to sleep is just going to be sleeping on the ground. And up front, that's not terrible, but in the long run, it's kind of bad. So we're going to go ahead and it automatically pauses when you go into construction. We're going to start looking at building a few more rooms since we've got some matter coming in. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I know that I'm wanting to. I don't need two. Is that how I want to do it? Trying to trying to build up the design here so that like there's okay, so there's different ways to build your rooms. Like uh, you can build your you can build your residences, which is where people sleep. A lot of people, I'll see them build giant rooms where everyone sleeps. I'm trying to see if I can make just individual bedrooms, which I think would be kind of nice. So I probably need to find the midpoint here, which is where the airlock is, I believe, and make another hallway out, and then make rooms off to the side, and then maybe these will extend out to the other side where I can build like my pub and stuff. That's not a bad idea. Let's do that. So we're gonna go with a room and find that midpoint. We need to go right there. So 4, and we're going to have a 2 hallway. We'll go about 10 back for now. I think that should be good for now. And then we can start building our rooms if we like. Let's see. Now, if you look over by the where our construction menu is, it'll kind of give you a general idea of the projected capacity for each type of room to kind of let you know what can fit in it. Bedrooms require at least 3 by 4 of space to fit the bed, so we'll do that. And now we can kind of work with that. So that'll fit a bed, and that'll fit a bed right there. And we can always extend this hallway out and stuff like that. And I'll probably put rooms on the other side. Right now, um, we're already spending a big chunk of money there. We can probably get away with 3 bedrooms for now, and people can share and trade off. And then eventually, maybe we'll have everyone have their own room. And then this hallway out here is going to have to extend out a little bit. Actually, that's perfect right there. So that'll be a one hallway like that, and then it'll extend behind these rooms, which we'll probably put like the pub and stuff back here. And I'll probably end up destroying this right here at some point just for the extra matter. I don't really care to keep it. Some people do, like I said before, so it doesn't really matter either way. So we'll hit confirm on that. This shows how much we're using, how much of our matter we're going to be using, and we do have enough, so we'll hit confirm. And like this says, we don't have any builders, so we need to assign someone. Now, we don't have a bartender right now, and we don't have a botanist. We don't have a bar, and we don't have a garden. So we might as well put them to work doing something else. Um, Now, I think that if you keep someone doing a job they're not good at too long, their morale can go down. But of course, if someone does do a job long enough, they get better at it. So it's kind of, you kind of got to play with it a little bit. And right now, it's early enough in the game where it doesn't matter, and I can get them working since they're just standing around doing nothing anyway. So we'll speed that up. And this is actually not a bad place to cut the video here. I will let them build, and I will see you guys in the next episode.